Hi, it's Karen from Karen Therapies. I wanted to share with you today a video about dealing with chronic pain and tips that you can sort of help yourself really to control that chronic pain. I did do a blog on it yesterday, but sometimes when you do a video and you can actually sort of hear it, it kind of brings it all a bit more to life, so I thought I'd do a video as well. So my first tip for helping and controlling chronic pain is to focus on your breathing and to slow your breathing down. Now, the reason that I recommend that you do that is because when you are in pain, it's one of those sensations that creates that fight or flight, because your body, when you're experiencing pain, thinks that you're in danger or that something's wrong. So it is stimulating that fight or flight reflex, and when you're feeling that come up, you breathe really fast because you're in an emergency situation. But obviously with chronic pain, you're not in an emergency situation. It's not something that suddenly happened or something that you need to be aware of, because you know that what the issue is, you know what's happened, and it's just this residual pain. So what you can do is to slow your breathing down. So what I say to my clients to do is to do deep Buddha belly breaths. Now what you do is, as you're taking that air in, if you allow it to go right the way down into your belly as much as you possibly can, and hold it there for a couple of seconds and push your belly out so you look like a Buddha. It's not very attractive, but it works. So if you push your belly right out, it allows that air to go right the way down into your stomach area, and hold it for a couple of seconds if you can, and then breathe out really, really slowly. And what that does, it just allows all your body to sort of slow right down, because when you're in that emergency situation where your brain's going, what's happening here? You do really short, sharp breaths, and it's kind of like counterproductive, because it's actually sending a message back up to your brain that you're not safe, because when we do those short, sharp breaths, we're in an emergency situation. So literally just slow your breathing down, and as you're breathing in, just imagine that cool air just taking that, just imagine it going to the areas where you've got that pain, if it's in your back or your ribs or wherever you've got it. Just as you're breathing the air down, just imagine that cool air is going to where you've got the pain, and hold it, as I said, as you can for a few seconds if you're able to. And then as you breathe out, just imagine all that pain is leaving your body with that warm air that you're exhaling. Now if you just do that for a couple of minutes, what it will do, it will just slow everything down for you, but it also will just make you feel more relaxed, and it makes your body less tense, and it will help to bring the pain levels down. And it's about you taking control. A lot of these tips that I give you is about you taking control, because a lot of the time we don't feel we are in control when we're feeling like that. So that's my tip number one. Just focus on your breathing, do deep, lovely belly breaths, and as I said, just slow everything down and relax everything down. The next thing that I recommend you do is, years ago we were told to sort of, if you're in pain, to do bed rest, as they used to call it. But it's actually been proved now that is actually counterproductive. It doesn't help at all. In fact, it's allowing your body to just stagnate really. So just by moving about, you don't have to do loads of things. You don't have to run a marathon or whatever else. Just suddenly start being a gym bunny. Just go for a walk around the block, and you don't have to go fast. Just a gentle walk around the block, or just a gentle walk up the drive or up the road, and just back, and just take your time. And what it does, it just helps your bones to stay strong, and it helps all your tissues and everything else to just remain more supple. And as I said, and the more that obviously you can do that, the gentle, obviously if you're in pain, you don't want to do anything hard or, lifting weights or anything like that. But it's just having some gentle exercise. And obviously if you can go out in the fresh air as well, that's great, because it's just filling your lungs with some new air, not your stagnant air that's in your home. Some nice fresh air, and that will also lift your spirits. As well as doing your body good, it does your mind good as well, because just getting out in the fresh air, even for sort of 10-20 minutes, can actually lift your spirits. It releases all those lovely little endorphins that we like to get. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is sleep. Now, when you are experiencing chronic pain, it can often feel worse at night. Jury's still out if it is worse, but it definitely feels worse. So if you, as much as you can, set yourself up for a good night's sleep. It's good to have a clean, tidy bedroom. You know, if you're going to bed and there's piles of washing there, or this needs tidying or whatever, you're kind of going to bed with a to-do list. You know, you're getting into bed and it's sort of mulling over in your head. So make your bedroom as nice a place as possible to be, so that it's a calm place when you get into bed. Also try and keep it cool if you can. Keep it as cool as you possibly can. Because again, that helps you to sleep. You know, you can wrap yourself up in your quilts or whatever, but having that nice sort of cooler air just helps with giving you a better quality sleep. And I also recommend with my clients to just keep a little pad and pen by your bed. And then if anything comes up, you know, I need to do this tomorrow, that might keep you awake, or something that maybe is bothering you, just jot it down on the pad. And then your brain knows that it's parked, it's there, and you can look at it again tomorrow. And it just takes it out of your brain and puts it there. And a lot of the time you'll read it in the morning and go, what the hell did I write that for? And you can just throw it away. Or, you know, if it's, you know, reminding you to do something, you know it's there, and it's not going to keep you awake at night. It's not going to be going over and over in your head. And the one thing I do say about getting good quality sleep, which a lot of people don't like, is to try and be off your phone or off, you know, your pads or off the telly for a little while before you go to bed, because the light that comes off your phone and the television and that is telling your brain that it's daylight. So you want your brain to get used to it. You know, it needs to program itself to go, oh, okay, it's starting to be dusk now, or it's starting to be dark now. And it allows that automatic program in your brain to go, oh, it's time to go to sleep. So those are little tips to sort of help you to get a good night's sleep. And obviously if you're on painkillers and stuff like that, then obviously, you know, include those in. But just make your bedroom and set yourself up for a lovely night's sleep as much as you possibly can. Right, that's my third one. My fourth one is diet. Now, you know, it's just about having a nice diet anyway, and you know, the more you look after yourself, the better quality life you'll have. So, you know, if you eat crap, you'll feel crap, basically. So I tell my clients to do the 80-20 rule, to sort of try and eat and, you know, eat well 80% of the time, drink well 80% of the time, and then the other 20% of the time you can have a little bit of rubbish and everything else, because your body's already got some really good stuff in there. And again, it just helps with your natural well-being. It helps your body. You know, while your body's getting really good nutritious stuff in, it can be fighting the pain, and it can be doing, you know, helping you heal and whatever it is. It can be working on that, what it should be working on, not sort of trying to counteract the rubbish that you've put in, and working on that and trying to get that out of your body, as well as trying to help you heal. So it's just, you know, I know a lot of things are sort of saying about your diet and everything else, but with chronic pain and with anxiety, it all helps you to sort of take control and to look after yourself. You know, a lot of the time we don't look after ourselves enough. We look after everyone else, but we don't look after ourselves. So 80-20 rule with your diet. Okay, and the last one, number 5, is about your emotion and about your thoughts. Now, when you're when you are in chronic pain and, you know, you've had it for a while, you can often feel that, oh, I'm never going to get better, and you can focus on what you can't do that you could do before. And all that will do is to bring you down, and it will make the pain feel worse. So, you know, focus on what you can do. Focus on things that you can do. You may be doing things now that you weren't able to do before. Maybe there was things that you wanted to do before that you just didn't have the time. But now that you've got, you know, this chronic pain and whatever else, you've now got the opportunity to do it. You know, maybe there's books you wanted to see or films you wanted to see that you can sort of now download and everything else. And focus on keeping your mind positive. Focus on, you know, keeping contact with people that lift you, not people that are going to bring you down. You know, don't socialise with people that you know are going to bring all their problems to you and everything else, because you don't need to hear that. You want to be with people that are going to make you feel positive, that are going to make you feel happy, that are going to make you feel buoyant. And as much as you can focus on what you can do, not what you can't do at the moment, but what you can do, and the quality things that you can do that will bring quality to your life. So that's my 5 tips. As I said, a lot of the time they are for chronic pain, but a lot of the time they'll work with other things as well, and they definitely work with anxiety. So I hope that sort of brought it all a bit more to life from my blog yesterday, and I'll see you soon. Take care.